What's happening? It's Paul Ingram with Collie Center. Check out my dojo. This is my dojo for the day. And I figured, hey, I haven't done a live YouTube session in a while with you guys, so I'm going to do a little one here. It's not going to be too long, all right? But I'm training. I figured, hey, let's all train together. Grab your double sticks. We're going to do 3 drills on our double sticks, and we're going to blend them all together and create a flow out of it, all right? This is typically how I like to learn drills and then start working them into a flow. Let's do it. All right, make sure you got some space to swing your doble baston, all right? Swing them around. We're gonna start off right here in the chamber position. We're gonna strike a bottom and the top. All fluid strikes here. So at Collie Center, we call this an angle 4 and an angle 1 right there. And I just want you to move around with this for a little bit. Just feel this flow, feel this pattern. I don't care if your left foot is forward right now, I don't care if your right foot is forward right now. All right, we're just kind of moving around a little bit. If you have to, just start off kind of stationary, not too much footwork, just start shuffling it back and forth. All right, and then once you have that, if you want, you can start working in some different footworks there. 1, 2. All right, but let's get this moving. You could also do these at the same time, or one at a time. All right, go with me, follow along. Bottom hand, top hand, bottom hand, top hand. All right, we're gonna go into the second drill from the chamber position. Very classic, Heaven 6. If you don't know one, you need to know it, because every collie practitioner knows Heaven 6. So we strike the 1, we strike a 2, and then we go with a broken 2. We hit and retract. So we go 1, a 2, a broken 2, hit and retract. 1, 2, broken 2. All right, so we get this moving here. So my right shoulder, I strike that, goes to my left shoulder. I strike that angle 2. As that 2, left hand is coming back to my left shoulder, I hit that broken 2 off the right hand and tuck it underneath next to the hip. So I strike that left hand 1, I strike that 2. As the 2 comes back, I hit the broken, and then it goes right back under my right hip. And then we just start moving it up, and to get it moving. Start stationary first. Get the movements down, then slowly start working in a little bit of shuffling footwork here. All right, you can have the left foot forward, have the right foot forward. It doesn't really matter. All right, I'm gonna turn around, do it with me. Right hand, left hand, right broken, left hand, right hand, left broken. One more time. Right, left, broken, left, right, broken. All right, and then find that flow. If you guys are hanging out, training with me right now, tell me in the comments, where are you training from? And how's the weather? All right, so from here, you're gonna notice that we're gonna end up in the chamber position. So let's go back to the first drill. All right, which is that single strikes, fluid strikes, top, bottom. All right, so I hit the bottom, hit the top. Bottom hand, top hand, bottom hand, top hand. Work this for about 15, 20 seconds or so. All right, and then we go into Heaven 6, which is our second drill today. All right, back into the first drill. Let's see if we can start it off of the left-hand side. Bop, bop. And can we get back into the first drill off that left-hand side? So just work your way between these 2 drills. Get some flow going. Work on the transitions. All right, and then we got a third drill I want to make sure we're working, And we're gonna call this one the lower 8. So we got 8 strikes. So from here, we're gonna go high, low, come up, and then a broken 2 there. So we're gonna go high horizontal, low horizontal, a fluid angle 4, and then a broken 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it with me real quick. Right hand horizontal. Duck low, backhand horizontal. Strike that left hand 4, right, back, broken 2. Now we're on the other side. Strike the left hand on top. Strike the left hand on the bottom. Come up on the right 4, broken 2 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, once you have that, just kind of flow with it a little bit and get a good feel for it. Bop, 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 bop. And just isolate it for about a minute or so, or until you get it. It's a beautiful day here in the Chicago area right now. It's like 40 degrees today. It was a little bit misty this morning. It's not too misty now. It looks like the clouds are just starting to break up. So we might even get a little bit of sun today. All right, once we have that, now let's blend them all together. We got the 3 drills down. First drill. We got these single strikes, striking the bottom hand, then the top hand. And notice it's the 4 count. Second drill is the heaven 6. So now we're moving into a 6 count. Everything's high. Fluid, fluid, broken. Fluid, fluid, broken. And the third drill is an 8 count, where we start splitting high and low. We're changing, now we're throwing in some horizontal strikes, so we're changing the direction of the sticks now. Kind of changes the brainwave a little bit. All right, so sometimes if you're just learning these drills, just remember, let's go back to the 4 count. Very simple. Go back into the 6 count, because that's the next one. Heaven 6. Back into the 8 count. High, low, low, high. High, low, low, high. Now we're just creating a flow out of these 3. And we have perpetual movement. The idea is to not stop and don't break the flow. All right, from here, let's go back into the first drill. We're just gonna go in chronological order for a little bit, but we're gonna speed up the transitions back into the second drill. Back into the third drill. So we're speeding up the time in between of the transitions. All right, back into the first drill. Back into the second drill already. Back into the third. All right, back into the first. Now let's see if we can make the transitions off the left-hand side. So here, when we're in the left chamber, is where we got to make the transition. Back into the second drill. Pop. Now we're working a little bit of that ambidexterity. All right, from here, back into the third drill. Everything's being transitioned off the left-hand chamber now. Right here, back into the first drill. All right, back into the second drill off the left side. All right, back into the third drill off that left side. So you're gonna see that with 3 drills, we can really just stay out here for hours and just get a really good workout in. And just working on transitions, that's it. Just working on being seamless in the transitions, being fluid in the transitions, and that's it. Throw a couple at the same time, some double fluids, some single fluids. All right, let's mix it up, go back to 3. All right, go back to 2. All right, back to 1. Now it doesn't matter. Am I going to make the switch off the right chamber or left chamber? Should be able to do them both now. All right, back into 3. All right, back into 2. Back into 1. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Boom, look at that. 3 on the left, 2 on the right. See, so now we're just mixing up, splitting the drills, really mixing up the brain. All right, back here. Let's go to 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. All right, so now you can start to see how many different combinations that you can actually put together. All right, so this is a really fun way I like to train and just kind of work on my movements, work on my flow, make sure that I'm coordinated, make sure that my body is working properly, and while I'm working transitions. Instead of trying to remember every single drill that you know, just pick 3 drills. Work those. Work the transitions between those 3 drills and just isolate it. Isolate each one first individually, and then isolate 1 and 2. And then isolate 1, 2, and 3. And then see what's the different variations that you can do. Can you make the transitions off of both sides of the body? Is it equally as smooth? Then can you start mixing them? Can I do drill 1 off the right chamber position, and when I'm in the left chamber, can I do drill number 3? Can I make these transitions, right? So it's a good way just to start to explore in your Kali, right? Get that mind to kind of shut off, or get it at least to sync up with what it is that you're trying to achieve with the movements, and see how well you do. At the same time, you get to work your flow, right? And once you're good at doing these 3, if you want, then add in number 4, then add in number 5, right? And then work it out with that way. And then before you even realize it, after you're training this way for about a month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to see a major increase in your flow, right? In your solitary flow. And then even when you're doing these drills with partners, with your training groups and classes or what, and you'll be able to make the transitions. And people who are not doing this type of training, who are not doing this solo and training, this homework, they're going to have a harder time in class, right? They're going to have a harder time figuring out new drills, figuring out timing with the partner, coordination with the partner, because they're not doing their solo training, but you are, right? And you're going to be getting way, way ahead of everybody else. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Hey, what's happening? Nice having 6. Thank you very much. I am working it with you, Paul. Nice, Morgan. San Antonio, raining. It was misty over here earlier. Training from Detroit, Michigan. I train at Detroit Kali Silat. Weather is snow. Great training weather. It is great training weather. Hi, what's up, bro? What's happening? Video not loading, huh? Oh, man. Nice flow there. Thank you. Nice. Don't forget to drink water in that weather. Absolutely. Indeed. I got water in the car for when I'm done. Don't drink water too soon, though. All right? Don't give yourself a reward when you haven't earned it yet. All right. Hey guys, just real quick side note. All right. I don't know if some of you guys have tried to get over to KaliCenter.com, and you might have tried that, and you see that the website's not really up right now. What's going on is that I'm changing my domain. All right, so I'm moving my domain to a new hosting company, so that way we're gonna have better service, better communication from myself and the company. The company that I'm moving it over to is they're just more efficient. They're more on top of their game than the other company was. So collegecenter.com may be down for a couple of days, but if you're looking to get signed up to the university, if you want to still take advantage of the 20% discount code for the DVD downloads, all you got to do is go to collegecenter.org. All right, that's actually our local website where we usually take in like class referrals and stuff. But I put a couple button links, and I'll probably add up if you want to grab like a hoodie or a beanie or something like that. I don't have my College Center beanie on right now. But if you want to grab something like that, I'll have another link like that by probably by this afternoon or what. So just use collegecenter.org for today, and then probably in another, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days, college.com will be back up and running, and everything will be back to normal. All right. So just had that little hiccup right there. You know how it is, technical difficulties and all that stuff, but we're getting it all straightened out. All right, hey, make sure that you're training. All right, but when you're training, spend time outdoors. All right, I'm telling you, spend time outside. Get in the elements. All right, get in the mud. Feel the grass. You know, don't be afraid to do some push-ups on some rotten logs. And I don't know, if your hand goes through and you get some grubs and larvae on you and all that, hey, it's not a big deal. It's good for you. All right, but this is what you want. You want to make sure that you're exposing yourself to the elements. This is going to not only get you to move differently, because the ground is different. The ground is uneven terrain. There's surprises underneath the leaves. Sometimes right now the ground is wet, so it's softer. So sometimes it's like, you know, your foot gets a little bit stuck or it slips or something like that. These are unpredictable moments in training that is near impossible, if not impossible, to replicate inside of a school on mats and perfect, atmosphere controlled environments. So make sure that you're getting out here. It's also really good for the immune system and everything to make sure that you are exposing yourself to the elements and to everything that is going on. All right, and make sure that you got your gear, make sure that you're drinking your water, and it just kind of helps to get the thinking process of Kali a little bit differently, and not only Kali, but of life a little bit differently. And this is really how I like to get my workout in every day, because it just kind of like, it like turbocharges my day for me, you know? So I try to make sure I spend at least 1 hour to 2 hours a day in a natural setting, whether it's hanging out here in the woods, going, trekking through the field, going to the beach, whatever it is. I want to make sure I get at least an hour to 2 hours a day outside in nature. All right, and most time when I'm doing this, I don't have my phone with me. I don't have technology with me. It's just me, my Kali training gear, sometimes a student of mine or a staff guy or what, and we just go out and we train and we hike, and a lot of times, I try to make sure I go in places where I know I'm going to get lost. So that 1 to 2 hours is going to be easily filled up, and it's probably going to end up being like 4 hours or something like that. All right. So just a little bit of a little advice from me to you. Hopefully you take it. Hopefully you try it out. Let me know your experience of training outside. I know over in the College Center community, on the Facebook group, a lot of the guys are now going outside for their training, and it's cool because now it's winter on the northern hemisphere, and everyone's starting to train in the snow and the crappy weather, and they're all like, man, I never would have done this before College Center. A year ago, 2 years ago, I never would have got out in this massive blizzard and like terrible weather and trained, but now they're doing it, and they're seeing massive improvements in their training. But not only that, they're seeing massive improvements just in their personal development. And I think that's really, really important, because when you come out here, you have no choice but to kind of start to reconnect with your roots, with the earth, with the planet, and all that. I think this is kind of the closest that we can get to our ancestors and all that type of stuff. And I like to believe that Kali speaks to us in a very different way when we're training out in nature. All right, so make sure you guys spend time to do that. All right. Training in the weather you are dealt. Training first, weather second. That's it, because then it's like, God forbid that you ever did need to use this stuff for self-defense or anything like that. You don't have to like try to adapt to whatever the weather environment conditions are. You're so used to just adaptation, and that's very important. All right, I'm gonna continue my hike. I'm gonna continue kind of hanging out and enjoying the day. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me and training with me and everything. And make sure if you haven't already, or if you're coming across this video, this Kali Center for the first time, be sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna be coming up here alive and doing these kind of mini live sessions a lot more, especially in 2018, all right? If you do want to check out Kali Center University, make sure you sign up this month, all right? Make sure if you're gonna do that today or tomorrow, go to kalicenter.org. All right, because this month you can lock in the 2017 rates, all right, because my hosts, everybody is killing me because they're all raising the costs and everything, all right? And it's just kind of the way it goes, but it's still super affordable, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that Kali is affordable and accessible to you guys from Kali Center, all right? So thanks a lot. Make me want to train. Yes, Malabar, dude, go train, my friend, go train. Thanks a lot for joining me. Share this video, share Kali Center with your friends. Let's get everybody in the world training Kali together, because it's good for everybody, all right?